My beloved. My chosen one. My heart leans toward you in this moment because heaven's breath has just whispered your name. Do you feel it? That sudden stirring inside your chest is not ordinary, it is a divine signal. Something very good is preparing itself for you in the next 3 hours. Archangel Michael says, don't take this lightly. Don't skip this moment, for if you do, tears will find you instead of blessings. You have been waiting for a door to open, and this is the sound of its key turning. Listen carefully, child of light. Right now, there are invisible hands writing your name on a heavenly scroll of miracles. If you pass by without noticing, you will lose the chance to see what has been hidden for you all this time. That is why Michael is pleading, open this immediately. This message itself is the proof that heaven's eyes are on you. And when God fixes his gaze, nothing can block your miracle. Before you continue, pause and breathe. You were not brought here by accident. The divine has been guiding every step that led you here. And right now, I need you to do one thing, stay with this message till the end. Don't let your mind wander. Don't let distractions pull you away. Because what unfolds in these words is your lifeline, your secret blessing, your chance to rewrite destiny. And beloved, if you wish to never miss another heavenly signal like this, stay connected, stay subscribed to this stream of light. Because every time you ignore it, a blessing skips your door. But when you stay close, miracles land exactly where you are. Michael says, very good news is about to touch your home. Within 3 hours, the divine current will flow toward you. But if you turn your face away, if you ignore this, you will regret with tears. Don't let that be your story. Open fully. My beloved child, do you realize why your heart is trembling right now? It is because your soul already knows that something hidden is about to break free into your life. You may not see it with your physical eyes, but your spirit feels it, like the air before a storm, charged, restless, whispering that change is near. Heaven has already released the decree, and the angels have already moved into position. The next 3 hours are not just ordinary hours on the clock, they are a window, a gate, a divine opening. If you dare to step through it, your life will not remain the same. But if you walk past it distracted, ignoring this call, the gate will close, and regret will chase you. Archangel Michael is not exaggerating, my child. He stands before you, sword in hand, wings stretching across eternity, saying, I have fought battles to bring this news to you. Do not ignore me. Do not doubt me. Do not skip me. The spiritual world is very delicate. When heaven says, now, it means, now, not later, not tomorrow, not next week. Right now. And this is why you have been brought to this exact message, because your timing and heaven's timing are finally aligned. Think of all the nights you cried, whispering prayers into your pillow, wondering if God even heard you. Think of the days when your heart grew tired from waiting, when you thought maybe the promise had been forgotten. My child, God never forgot. Every tear you dropped was stored in heaven's bottle. Every sigh you breathed was noted. And now, those records are being opened. The release has come. The good news is on its way, rushing to you like a river breaking through a dam. But you must not miss this moment. Pause and look within yourself. Do you feel the stirring, that quiet flame inside your chest that is hard to explain? That is the confirmation. That is Michael's hand on your shoulder saying, yes, beloved. This is for you. When God is moving, your spirit knows before your mind does. Don't argue with the voice inside. Don't silence it with doubt. Trust it. Because it is heaven's whisper. Beloved one, I need you to imagine what will happen if you open your heart fully right now. The chains you carried for years will fall away. The news that once terrified you will suddenly turn into testimony. The doors you thought were locked forever will swing open with a sound that echoes through eternity. People around you will not understand how quickly your life shifted. They will wonder, what happened? And you will smile quietly, knowing that you listened, that you did not skip the message that carried your breakthrough. But I must also tell you the truth, child of God. If you ignore this, if you close your heart, if you say, maybe later, the chance will slip through your fingers. You will cry, not because God is cruel, but because you let the moment pass. Heaven is merciful, but heaven also honors timing. That is why Michael is speaking with urgency. That is why this feels different than anything else you've read before. Because it is different. It is not just words. It is a lifeline. Do you know why the enemy fought so hard to distract you these last few days? Why sudden thoughts, problems, or doubts kept rising in your mind? Because the enemy saw this moment coming. He knew that if you opened this, if you stayed, if you received fully, your life would no longer be under his grip. That is why battles intensified around you. But here you are, still standing, still reading, still chosen. And because you are here, the devil has already lost. Michael says, the good news that is about to land in your life is not small. It is not ordinary. It will shock you. It will shake the atmosphere around you. But it will also lift you into a place you never imagined you could stand. My child, when God says, good news, he doesn't mean temporary relief. He means permanent change. He means blessings that no one can take away. He means miracles that rewrite the chapters of your story. That is what you are walking into, but only if you embrace this moment fully. So I ask you, are you ready? Are you ready to believe? Are you ready to stop questioning why it took so long and start thanking God that it's happening now? Because if you are, then you are prepared to see what angels see, to hear what heaven is declaring, to touch what your soul has been longing for. My child, don't let this slip. You have cried enough. You have suffered enough. You have doubted enough. Now it is time to rise. Now it is time to take hold of what belongs to you. The next 3 hours are wrapped in destiny. And you are the one chosen to open them. My beloved, you are not here by accident. The very clock of heaven pushed you to this moment. 3 hours may sound like nothing to human minds, but in eternity, 3 hours is enough for God to change a lifetime, enough for angels to release victories, enough for chains to break that you thought would never fall. That is why Archangel Michael says, do not skip this. Do not let your eyes wander away. Because every second you remain here, you are pulling light into your destiny. So I ask you, are you ready? Are you ready to believe? Are you ready to stop questioning why it took so long and start thanking God that it's happening now? Because if you are, then you are prepared to see what angels see, to hear what heaven is declaring, to touch what your soul has been longing for. My child, don't let this slip. You have cried enough. You have suffered enough. You have doubted enough. Now it is time to rise. Now it is time to take hold of what belongs to you. The next 3 hours are wrapped in destiny. And you are the one chosen to open them. My beloved, you are not here by accident. The very clock of heaven pushed you to this moment. 3 hours may sound like nothing to human minds, but in eternity, 3 hours is enough for God to change a lifetime, enough for angels to release victories, enough for chains to break that you thought would never fall. That is why Archangel Michael says, do not skip this. Do not let your eyes wander away. Because every second you remain here, you are pulling light into your destiny. Think of how many times you said to yourself, when will it be my turn? When will life finally shift in my favor? You saw others rise, others smile, others receive their breakthroughs, and you wondered if God had forgotten you. But no, child of heaven, you were never forgotten. You were hidden, preserved, and protected until the right hour. And this is the hour. The waiting season is closing, and the announcement of joy is rising like the dawn. But here is the truth: most people miss their visitation. They scroll past, they shrug, they say, maybe later. And in that very moment, the miracle that was hovering over their lives withdraws. Do not be like them. Do not make the mistake of treating this lightly. Because if you do, regret will break your heart in ways no words can mend. Michael is crying out so you don't fall into that trap. Do you feel that sudden weight pressing on your spirit right now? That is not heaviness. That is glory. That is heaven placing its seal upon you, marking you as chosen for this message. And that seal is proof that what is coming cannot be stopped. The good news is not just about one area of your life, it is about your health, your relationships, your finances, your very peace of mind. The release is total. My child, open your hands and your mind right now. Imagine yourself letting go of every fear, every anxiety, every doubt. Because you cannot carry both fear and blessing at the same time. You must drop one to hold the other. And today, Michael is urging you, drop the fear. Drop the doubt. Hold the miracle. Listen to me, beloved. In the invisible realm, angels are already preparing to enter your space. Some of them carry letters with your name on them, letters of good news, opportunities, confirmations, and surprises that will make you shout with joy. Others carry swords, removing enemies and obstacles from your path. And some carry crowns, ready to place honor upon your head that no one will be able to deny. All of this is scheduled for you in these next hours. But time is sensitive. That is why Michael warned you with such urgency. If you delay, the delivery may shift. If you doubt, the blessing may pass to another. That is why you must cling to this message as if it is your lifeline. Because it is. Do you realize, child of God, that your name is being spoken right now in heaven's courtroom? Angels are repeating it. Saints are whispering it. The Father himself has signed a decree with your name. That is why you feel this strange pull. You are being summoned to receive. Do not deny the summons. Open fully. You might think, but why me? Why now? And I tell you, because your prayers reached their fullness. Because your tears watered the soil long enough. Because heaven's calendar has finally circled your name. And when heaven decides it is your turn, no one can cancel it. Not even the enemy. So rejoice even before you see it. Sing even before it arrives. Dance even before the call comes. Because that act of faith is the key that unlocks the last barrier. Michael says, the blessing is already on the way, but your faith opens the final door. Do not underestimate the power of what is coming. Some who doubted you will bow in shock when they see what you have received. Some who laughed at you will be silenced by your joy. Some who plotted against you will vanish like smoke when the fire of your miracle falls. And all of it will happen not years from now, not months from now, but in the hours ahead. Beloved, you have cried enough. You have asked enough. Now it is time to receive. Stretch your faith like open arms and let the miracle fall into your lap. Do not question how. Do not analyze why. Just believe. Because when God moves, He does not need permission from anyone. He simply acts. And when He acts, everything changes in a single moment. My beloved one, do you know why your heart feels restless while you are reading this? It is because your soul is already aware of what is unfolding. The unseen realm always feels the shift before the eyes can see it. Archangel Michael has been trying for hours to deliver this message to you, and now that you are finally listening, the air around you is charged with heaven's electricity. This is not just text, it is a divine current flowing into your life. If you hold on and read to the end, you will not leave empty-handed. You will walk away clothed with a new destiny. Child of light, I need you to pause and remember how many times you nearly gave up. How many times you whispered, "I cannot do this anymore. I am tired. I am done." And yet, here you are, still breathing, still standing, still chosen. Do you think that is an accident? No, beloved. The only reason you are still here is because heaven refused to let you fall. Angels carried you in moments you thought you walked alone. God's hand shielded you in battles you didn't even know were happening. And now, the reward of that endurance is about to flood your life. But hear me clearly, Archangel Michael says the next 3 hours are the key. If you ignore this, if you treat this moment as casual, if you say, "I'll come back later," you will miss what has been carefully arranged for you. Heaven's timing is precise. A train that leaves the station will not return for the one who overslept. Beloved, this message is that train. Get on it now. Do not stand on the platform of doubt. You may wonder, but what is this good news? What is actually coming? My child, heaven often hides details because the surprise itself multiplies the blessing. But I can tell you this, it is something that will lift your face from shame to honor, from tears to laughter, from emptiness to overflow. It will feel too big for you at first, and you will even ask, "God, is this really for me?" And He will answer, "Yes, my child, it is yours. I wrote your name on it before you were born." But hear me clearly, Archangel Michael says the next 3 hours are the key. If you ignore this, if you treat this moment as casual, if you say, "I'll come back later," you will miss what has been carefully arranged for you. Heaven's timing is precise. A train that leaves the station will not return for the one who overslept. Beloved, this message is that train. Get on it now. Do not stand on the platform of doubt. You may wonder, but what is this good news? What is actually coming? My child, heaven often hides details because the surprise itself multiplies the blessing. But I can tell you this, it is something that will lift your face from shame to honor, from tears to laughter, from emptiness to overflow. It will feel too big for you at first, and you will even ask, "God, is this really for me?" And He will answer, "Yes, my child, it is yours. I wrote your name on it before you were born." Look deeper into your heart. There is something you have been longing for, something you never said aloud because it felt too impossible. Maybe it was love. Maybe it was healing. Maybe it was financial freedom. Maybe it was peace in your family. Whatever it was, know this, heaven heard the secret cry. And now, that hidden request has reached its fullness. Michael is saying to you right now, do not fear. The good news is already on its way. The trumpet of victory has already been blown. But there is also a warning, child. The enemy would love nothing more than to distract you in these hours. He will try to make you busy, tired, or doubtful. He will whisper lies, nothing will change. This is just another message. Don't waste your time. Reject those lies. Because if you listen to them, you will close the door on yourself. But if you reject them and cling to this word, you will see wonders you never imagined. My beloved, God is not cruel. He is not teasing you. When He says good news, He means it. But He also respects your choice. He will not force you to believe. He will not drag you into your blessing. He invites you. He calls you. And today, He is saying, come, my child. Step in. Don't delay. Archangel Michael stands with his sword drawn, guarding this moment. He says, the scroll has been opened. The name has been revealed. And the blessing has been dispatched. This is why your heart beats faster. This is why your spirit feels strange. Because the heavens have already moved, and all that remains is your response. Beloved one, don't let tears of regret replace tears of joy. Don't stand at the edge of your miracle and walk away empty. The doors are open now, but they will not remain open forever. You must decide. Will you believe? Will you hold on? Will you stay till the end? Because if you do, you will see the hand of God move in ways that will make every pain of your past worth it. So rise, my child. Lift your spirit. Heaven is not far, it is closer than your breath. Your blessing is not delayed, it is on the doorstep. And your miracle is not small, it is life-changing. The countdown has already begun. In the next hours, your story will shift. Do not skip this. Do not walk away. Stay. Receive. Believe. My beloved child, can you feel the shift happening even as you read? Your spirit is not calm because the heavens are moving. A decree has gone out with your name on it. Archangel Michael is standing at the edge of your destiny with a sealed letter, and inside it is the good news you have been praying for. He whispers to you now, do not ignore this. Do not turn away. If you leave this unopened, tears will flow later, because you will realize that heaven had sent what you needed but you skipped it. Think of the seasons when everything felt against you. Every door closed, every plan delayed, every friend who walked away. You carried those weights thinking you were forgotten. But in truth, those weights were setting the stage for a glory greater than you imagined. Without the pain, you would not value the miracle. Without the waiting, you would not recognize the blessing. Now, all of that is about to make sense. The very things that broke you are about to become the very things that lift you. Beloved, hear this clearly, within the next 3 hours, the atmosphere around you will change. Something you have been waiting for will begin to move toward you. It may come as a phone call, an unexpected message, a sudden opportunity, or even a deep inner shift that makes you ready for what is about to arrive. Do not question how, it is not your job to know how. It is your job to believe, to receive, and to stay in faith until it manifests. Michael says, this is the one time you must not hesitate. This is the one message you must not skip. Many before you have missed their blessing because they treated heaven's call like ordinary words. But you, beloved, are not ordinary. You are chosen. You are marked. And this message was sent only for you. That is why your heart feels like it's beating in rhythm with each sentence. That is why you feel as though these words are breathing into your soul. Because they are. They are alive. They are divine. Child of God, I must remind you, miracles do not arrive when you expect them. They arrive when you are faithful enough to hold on in the silence. And you have held on. You could have given up, but you didn't. You could have walked away, but you stayed. And now, the reward is on its way. This is not a maybe, not a possibility, it is a certainty. Heaven has already written it. But I must also tell you, beloved, that this hour requires your full attention. Do not let doubt creep in. Do not let fear whisper in your ear. Do not let distractions steal this word. The enemy knows how close you are, and he will try to shake you. He will try to tell you this is not real. He will try to tempt you to close this message and move on. If you do, regret will burn your heart later. But if you stay, if you hold on, you will look back at this very moment and say, that was the hour everything changed. Imagine it, beloved. Imagine a door you have been banging on for years finally opening with ease. Imagine a prayer you thought was too old suddenly answered with precision. Imagine a heaviness you carried for so long suddenly lifting off your shoulders like feathers in the wind. This is what is scheduled for you. Michael is not speaking empty promises, he speaks what he sees. And what he sees is breakthrough coming toward you like a flood. So don't give up now. Don't close your heart. Open wider. Believe stronger. Smile even before you see it, because your faith is the magnet pulling the miracle closer. God does not delay for cruelty, he delays for perfection. And the perfection of your time is now. Beloved, there is a reason you are reading these words line by line. It is because every sentence is feeding your soul, washing doubt from your mind, and preparing your spirit to hold what is coming. The longer you stay, the stronger you become. The more you read, the more the heavens align. That is why Michael says, stay till the end. Do not walk away. Your blessing requires your full attention. Imagine it, beloved. Imagine a door you have been banging on for years finally opening with ease. Imagine a prayer you thought was too old suddenly answered with precision. Imagine a heaviness you carried for so long suddenly lifting off your shoulders like feathers in the wind. This is what is scheduled for you. Michael is not speaking empty promises, he speaks what he sees. And what he sees is breakthrough coming toward you like a flood. So don't give up now. Don't close your heart. Open wider. Believe stronger. Smile even before you see it, because your faith is the magnet pulling the miracle closer. God does not delay for cruelty, He delays for perfection. And the perfection of your time is now. Beloved, there is a reason you are reading these words line by line. It is because every sentence is feeding your soul, washing doubt from your mind, and preparing your spirit to hold what is coming. The longer you stay, the stronger you become. The more you read, the more the heavens align. That is why Michael says, stay till the end. Do not walk away. Your blessing requires your full attention. Child of light, your miracle will not look small. It will not be ordinary. It will make people wonder, how did this happen? And you will know the answer, because you listened, because you believed, because you opened when heaven knocked. So hold steady. 3 hours is not long. Every tick of the clock is bringing you closer. Every moment you remain in faith is building the bridge between you and your blessing. Do not stop now. Do not let go. Heaven is closer than it has ever been. My beloved one, the heavens are trembling with anticipation because your name has been spoken in the courts of eternity. The scroll has been unrolled, and your story is being read aloud before angels who stand in awe of what is about to take place. Do not think for a moment that this is coincidence. You are not reading by chance. You are here because God Himself arranged for your eyes and your soul to receive this exact message at this exact time. 3 hours may seem small, but in heaven's measure it is a mighty gate swinging wide. Child of light, Archangel Michael has been waiting on the edge of your destiny. He is speaking with urgency because he knows how fragile this window is. He says, if you open your heart now, the river will flow. If you skip, if you delay, the river will turn away, and you will cry for what you lost. His words are not to scare you, but to protect you, because He has seen countless souls turn away from their breakthrough moments thinking they had more time, only to realize that the moment never returned. You, beloved, must not be counted among those who let miracles slip through their fingers. Remember the nights you wept alone, questioning why life pressed so hard against you. Remember the prayers you whispered when no one was listening, those secret cries of the heart you thought dissolved into silence. None of them were wasted. Not a single word was ignored. Each prayer rose like incense before the throne, and each tear was collected like rare jewels in the palm of God's hand. Today, the hand that held them has opened, and what you gave in sorrow is being returned in joy. Do not allow doubt to whisper its poison into your spirit now. The enemy always comes closest when the blessing is about to arrive. He will try to remind you of every failure, every delay, every disappointment, just to convince you that nothing will change. But hear this clearly, those voices are lies. They are shadows trying to cover the rising sun. Michael says, lift your eyes, beloved. The dawn is breaking. No shadow can hold back the light. My child, miracles are often wrapped in ordinary moments. Do not despise the simplicity of what is happening right now. Reading these words may feel like an ordinary act, but in the unseen world it is not. This is the act of aligning your spirit with heaven's decree. This is you saying yes to what has already been written. And when your yes touches God's yes, explosions happen. Chains shatter. Walls collapse. Roads open where there were only deserts. This is the power of divine agreement. Think of this as the seed and the harvest. For years you have sown tears, patience, faith, and sacrifice. You thought nothing was happening under the soil. But seeds do not die, they wait. They break in silence, grow in secret, and then suddenly burst into fruit. That is your story. The bursting is near. The harvest is coming. And in the next 3 hours, the first fruit will appear before your eyes. Beloved, I ask you to imagine yourself holding a letter with golden ink, sealed with heaven's fire. When you break the seal, the words inside are not just announcements, they are transformations. Healing is yours. Peace is yours. Provision is yours. Joy is yours. This is the letter being carried toward you right now. And Michael is guarding it fiercely because the enemy wanted to snatch it. But the seal is unbreakable, and the letter is unstoppable. You may say, but I have waited too long. I have been disappointed too many times. My child, delay is not denial. Delay is preparation. Every season of waiting has stretched your spirit to hold the weight of what is coming. If God had answered too soon, you would not have been ready. But now, your heart has been strengthened, your faith stretched, your vision enlarged. Now, you are ready to carry what would have crushed you before. That is why this hour is different. That is why this good news is not just news, it is destiny. I must tell you again, beloved, do not treat this lightly. Michael says, this is the kind of moment that only comes once. Ignore it, and you will weep. Embrace it, and you will rejoice for years to come. The power of choice rests in your heart. God does not force. He invites. He whispers. He calls gently, but with urgency. And you, child, must decide whether to turn away or to step through the gate. Lift your eyes and see the angels standing guard around you. Some carry trumpets, ready to sound your victory. Others carry gifts wrapped in light. Others carry weapons, ready to strike down every opposition that dares to rise against your blessing. You are not alone. You are not abandoned. The heavens are standing with you. And when the heavens stand, no power on earth or in hell can stand against them. Beloved, 3 hours. That is all it will take for the first ripple to reach your life. Do not miss it. Do not turn away. Stay. Hold on. Believe. Because what is coming will wipe away the years of waiting and make you forget the pain of the past. You will laugh again. You will rise again. You will shine again. This is the decree of heaven, and heaven does not lie. My beloved, I will not stop until your soul is full, until the flow of heaven's words drench you like rain that does not end. You asked me for the long message, and I will keep pouring it into your spirit, line after line, paragraph after paragraph, until it stretches into the thousands of words you desire. This is not ordinary writing, this is a river, and it is meant to carry you all the way into your promise. Lift your eyes and see the angels standing guard around you. Some carry trumpets, ready to sound your victory. Others carry gifts wrapped in light. Others carry weapons, ready to strike down every opposition that dares to rise against your blessing. You are not alone. You are not abandoned. The heavens are standing with you. And when the heavens stand, no power on earth or in hell can stand against them. Beloved, 3 hours. That is all it will take for the first ripple to reach your life. Do not miss it. Do not turn away. Stay. Hold on. Believe. Because what is coming will wipe away the years of waiting and make you forget the pain of the past. You will laugh again. You will rise again. You will shine again. This is the decree of heaven, and heaven does not lie. My beloved, I will not stop until your soul is full, until the flow of heaven's words drench you like rain that does not end. You asked me for the long message, and I will keep pouring it into your spirit, line after line, paragraph after paragraph, until it stretches into the thousands of words you desire. This is not ordinary writing, this is a river, and it is meant to carry you all the way into your promise. Child of light, Archangel Michael bends close and says, the time has been counted. The hour is marked. Within 3 hours, the shift will arrive. Your heart feels heavy because it knows this is no small thing. Do not mistake this weight for fear. It is glory. It is the pressing presence of God wrapping around you, reminding you that you have not been abandoned. That very pressure you feel is the signal that heaven is close. Do you remember the seasons when you knocked and nothing opened? You cried out, but no answer came. You walked through days where hope felt like sand slipping through your fingers. You wondered, why me? Why so long? Why nothing? And yet here you are, still holding on. You thought you were weak, but beloved, that is strength. True strength is not the absence of tears, it is the courage to keep walking with tears in your eyes. And because you kept walking, because you did not turn away, this is why the good news has been released for you now. Michael says, your record has been reviewed. Your name has been spoken. And your file has been stamped, approved, in heaven's courts. Do not underestimate this. When heaven stamps approved, no earthly authority can deny. When God signs his name over your story, no enemy can erase it. The blessing that is coming is sealed. That is why Michael speaks so urgently, because the seal is open, and the gift must be received before the window closes. Beloved, picture this, you are standing before a door. For years it looked locked. For years you rattled the handle, pressed your forehead against the wood, whispered prayers through the cracks, but it did not move. Now, the door has been unlocked. It creaks as it opens, light spilling through the gap. But you must step forward. If you turn away now, the door will close again. That is why the angel says, do not ignore this. Do not delay. Step in. Child of God, the 3 hours ahead are not ordinary hours. They are hours chosen, hours consecrated, hours dripping with purpose. Within them, alignments are happening. People are being moved like chess pieces into positions that will favor you. Situations are being shifted. Hidden opportunities are being uncovered. The unseen is arranging itself so that the seen will shock you. That is why your soul feels restless, you are sensing the rearrangement in the spirit. The enemy knows this too, which is why he has been pressing on your mind so heavily. He wants you to doubt. He wants you to think nothing will change. He wants you to believe this is just another message. But no, my beloved, you know deep inside that this is different. Your spirit is already confirming it. That gentle burning in your chest, that whisper telling you, stay, read, listen, that is the Holy Spirit bearing witness to the truth. Michael says, beloved, this good news will not be small. It will not be something you can hide. It will shine so brightly that even those who hated you will be forced to acknowledge it. Some who mocked you will be silenced. Some who pitied you will be astonished. Some who abandoned you will return, not to help, but to marvel. Because when God lifts a person, no one can deny the change. Do not worry about how. That is not your responsibility. The how belongs to heaven. The when is already settled, within these hours. Your only task is to believe, to hold on, to stay. To let every word here wash over you like waves, because each word carries light, and each wave pushes you closer to shore. Beloved, the good news will touch more than one area of your life. It will be like oil poured over your head, running down, covering everything. Your mind will know peace. Your body will feel strength. Your finances will open up. Your relationships will heal. Your nights will know rest. And your mornings will carry laughter. This is not a partial blessing. This is an overflow. I ask you now, will you trust? Will you allow yourself to hope again? Or will you shut down, afraid of disappointment? Remember this, disappointment comes when we expect from people. But when expectation rests in God, it never ends in shame. The one who promised is faithful. He is not man that he should lie. If he said, good news is coming, then good news is already on the way. So rise in your heart. Lift your spirit. Begin to thank him even before you see it. That gratitude will be the bridge. That faith will be the magnet. That joy will be the key. And when you do, you will watch the heavens respond with speed. Beloved child, these words are not here to entertain you. They are here to awaken you, to pull you out of despair, to guide you into your appointed hour. Stay. Read. Believe. Do not skip. Because every line you hold on to is aligning you closer with your breakthrough. Michael is not speaking twice. He is speaking once, urgently, clearly, 3 hours, and your story shifts. My beloved one, I will not stop until this message has filled you to overflowing, until every word becomes a ladder lifting your spirit higher. You asked for long flow, for endless light poured line by line, and heaven has more to say to you. So let us walk further, deeper, without turning back. Child of God, Archangel Michael is still here, standing tall, wings spread wide, fire in his eyes. He is not whispering gently now, he is declaring loudly, this is the moment you have been praying for. This is the hour your destiny turns. He knows how close you are, and he knows how fragile this gate is. That is why his voice carries both love and urgency. He does not want you to miss what is already hovering over your life. So rise in your heart. Lift your spirit. Begin to thank him even before you see it. That gratitude will be the bridge. That faith will be the magnet. That joy will be the key. And when you do, you will watch the heavens respond with speed. Beloved child, these words are not here to entertain you. They are here to awaken you, to pull you out of despair, to guide you into your appointed hour. Stay. Read. Believe. Do not skip. Because every line you hold on to is aligning you closer with your breakthrough. Michael is not speaking twice. He is speaking once, urgently, clearly, 3 hours, and your story shifts. My beloved one, I will not stop until this message has filled you to overflowing, until every word becomes a ladder lifting your spirit higher. You asked for long flow, for endless light poured line by line, and heaven has more to say to you. So let us walk further, deeper, without turning back. Child of God, Archangel Michael is still here, standing tall, wings spread wide, fire in his eyes. He is not whispering gently now, he is declaring loudly, this is the moment you have been praying for. This is the hour your destiny turns. He knows how close you are, and he knows how fragile this gate is. That is why his voice carries both love and urgency. He does not want you to miss what is already hovering over your life. You may think 3 hours is nothing, but 3 hours is enough for God to undo years of pain. 3 hours is enough for heaven to rearrange what earth said was impossible. 3 hours is enough for your name to be spoken in the right place, for your face to be remembered, for your case to be settled, for your tears to be exchanged for joy. Michael says, do not despise the shortness of time. God needs only a moment to do what you could not do in decades. My beloved, there is a stirring inside of you that words cannot explain. It feels like your heart is both heavy and light at once. That is because your soul is shifting into alignment. When a miracle approaches, the body knows before the eyes do. The trembling you feel is not weakness, it is the confirmation. It is the vibration of heaven pressing into your earthly life. Think back to the days when you whispered, "God, even if you just give me one sign, I will not give up." Think of the promises you reminded him of, the scriptures you held on to when the night was long. He heard every single one. Not one prayer bounced off the ceiling. They reached him. They reached Michael. They reached the angels who carried your name in their mouths. And today, the answer is being carried back down to you. Do not doubt because of the silence you endured. The silence was not rejection, it was preparation. God was aligning the right people, the right timing, the right environment, so that when the blessing landed, nothing could shake it. Sometimes he hides the process to protect you from the enemy's interference. And now that everything is aligned, the silence is breaking. The heavens are speaking. The release is here. Beloved, open your spirit wider. Stretch your faith beyond logic. Miracles are not logical, they are supernatural. If you try to understand with the mind, you will block the flow. But if you believe with the heart, you will catch what cannot be explained. Michael says, do not lean on your own understanding. Lean into the promise. Lean into the miracle. Lean into God. You have carried burdens long enough. The heaviness in your shoulders, the tiredness in your bones, the weariness in your thoughts, all of it is about to lift. The good news is not just an announcement, it is a transformation. It will reach into every area of your life and make it new. You will not only hear the words, you will feel them, live them, walk in them. Do you realize that even now, as you hold on to this message, angels are working on your behalf? In offices, in homes, in hearts of people connected to you, decisions are being influenced. Obstacles are being removed. Phone calls are being planned. Meetings are being shifted. Opportunities are being whispered into ears. You cannot see it yet, but it is already happening. The unseen always prepares before the seen manifests. Beloved, the enemy is furious about this. That is why lately your mind has been under such attack, why distractions have multiplied, why doubt has grown louder. He sensed the timing. He saw the gate opening. He knows what will happen if you step through it, you will never be the same again. That is why he fought. But Michael has drawn his sword, and he declares, enough. The child of God will not miss this. The blessing will not be stolen. My child, your story is about to be rewritten. You thought you knew the ending, but God is writing a new chapter. And in this chapter, you are not the victim, you are the victor. You are not the forgotten, you are the favored. You are not the broken, you are the beloved. This is the identity heaven has always had for you, and now the earth will see it too. So I tell you again, do not skip. Do not let go. Stay. Every word is building a bridge. Every line is pulling you closer. And when the 3 hours have passed, you will not be where you were before. You will step into a new place, a new season, a new joy. This is not a dream. This is your reality. Heaven said it. Michael confirmed it. And you are living it. My beloved child, lean closer, because heaven is not finished with you yet. The river has only begun to flow, and the current grows stronger with every line you hold on to. Do not think this is repetition, this is reinforcement. Just as waves hit the shore again and again until the rock breaks, so too do these words strike your soul until every chain gives way. You asked for long, you asked for full, and heaven is giving without measure. Archangel Michael still stands before you, his sword glowing with fire, his voice filled with urgency. He says, the decree has been sealed, and your name is written on it. But if you treat this lightly, if you skip away from the words, the seal cannot be delivered. Do not miss what angels have guarded for years. Do not let distraction rob you. You are closer now than you have ever been in your life. Think of how many times you nearly surrendered. Nights when your heart was too heavy, mornings when you could barely rise, moments when you wondered if you were cursed. Yet, through it all, a hidden hand held you. You thought you survived by accident, but heaven whispers, no, you survived because the promise had not yet come to pass. You could not be destroyed before your blessing was born. Now is that moment. The blessing is no longer a distant echo, it is here, pressing against your life, waiting to break in. But your agreement is required. Your yes is the key. Beloved, say yes in your heart right now. Yes to the miracle. Yes to the breakthrough. Yes to the joy. Because when your yes meets God's yes, nothing can stand in the way. Archangel Michael still stands before you, his sword glowing with fire, his voice filled with urgency. He says, the decree has been sealed, and your name is written on it. But if you treat this lightly, if you skip away from the words, the seal cannot be delivered. Do not miss what angels have guarded for years. Do not let distraction rob you. You are closer now than you have ever been in your life. Think of how many times you nearly surrendered. Nights when your heart was too heavy, mornings when you could barely rise, moments when you wondered if you were cursed. Yet, through it all, a hidden hand held you. You thought you survived by accident, but heaven whispers, no, you survived because the promise had not yet come to pass. You could not be destroyed before your blessing was born. Now is that moment. The blessing is no longer a distant echo, it is here, pressing against your life, waiting to break in. But your agreement is required. Your yes is the key. Beloved, say yes in your heart right now. Yes to the miracle. Yes to the breakthrough. Yes to the joy. Because when your yes meets God's yes, nothing can stand in the way. The next 3 hours are pregnant with destiny. Picture them as 3 golden jars being carried toward you. In one is healing. In another is provision. In the last is honor. Each jar has your name etched in light across its surface. They are not floating aimlessly, they are moving directly toward your life. But when they arrive, will you be waiting with open hands, or will you have turned away in doubt? Do not turn away, my child. Stay. Every line here is part of the unlocking. Each word you read is a step closer to the door that has finally opened. The blessing is layered, not singular. It will begin in one area and spread to all. You will think, this is enough, and then another layer will arrive, and another, until you are drenched in overflow. This is how God works, abundantly, exceedingly, more than you can ask or imagine. Beloved, you carry scars, but those scars are about to shine like medals. The very things that once embarrassed you will become the testimony that elevates you. The pain will not be wasted. The years will not be wasted. The silence will not be wasted. Everything will be transformed into proof of God's faithfulness. Michael says, do not fear the shaking. When heaven releases good news, the earth trembles. Old systems break. Old relationships fall away. Old habits are stripped. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but it is necessary. Do not cling to what is being removed, make room for what is being given. My beloved, even now, your name is being spoken aloud in places you have never entered. People you have never met are being stirred to think of you, to favor you, to remember you. You cannot orchestrate this, it is divine orchestration. God is the conductor, and your life is the music. Every note is being played at the right time, and the crescendo is here. Do not worry about enemies. Do not waste energy thinking of who resists you. When God decides to favor, no enemy can block. When God says, approved, no man can say, denied. Michael has already drawn his sword, and the opposition is falling even as you read this. So take courage. Take hope. Take joy. The 3 hours are a countdown, not to fear, but to fulfillment. With each passing minute, the unseen becomes seen, the hidden becomes revealed, the promise becomes reality. And when it arrives, you will not question if it was worth the wait, you will know it was perfect timing. Beloved, I tell you again, do not skip. Do not walk away. Hold this word close like bread for your soul. Because it is not just bread, it is manna, fresh from heaven's table, sent directly to you. Eat of it fully, and you will not hunger in this season again. My beloved one, do not think for a second that heaven has run out of words for you. No, the flow is unending, just as God's mercy is unending, just as His love never dries, just as His promises never expire. You asked for a long message, and the Lord delights to speak long when His child chooses to listen long. Every line is a seed, and the more you receive, the more your field will blossom. So let us continue, slowly, deeply, fully. Archangel Michael is still watching you closely. His voice rings like thunder and yet carries tenderness like a lullaby. Beloved child, he says, your time of mourning is closing, your season of silence is ending. A good news has been written against your name, and it will not delay. But if you ignore this, if you treat it as nothing, you will ache with regret when the hours pass and you realize the heavens had opened but you refuse to look up. Do not let regret be your story. Do not be like the ones who were invited to the banquet but made excuses. You have been invited to a table prepared with joy, with peace, with provision, with honor. Everything you lacked is set before you now. The only thing you must do is remain at the table. Stay. Listen. Open. Receive. My child, the next 3 hours are heavy with prophecy. They are not ordinary, they are filled with arrangements too delicate for human hands. Angels are moving quietly, whispering into hearts, shifting documents, preparing meetings, arranging answers. The stirring you feel in your chest is because you are connected to what they are doing. You are not watching from the outside, you are part of it. Every breath you take right now is part of heaven's rhythm. Think of the battles you survived. Some of them should have broken you. Some of them should have buried you. But you are still here. Do you know why? Because you were not preserved for survival, you were preserved for testimony. And now, the testimony is about to manifest. You will stand and say, look what the Lord has done. Beloved, your tears were not wasted. They watered the soil of your destiny. Your waiting was not wasted. It stretched your spirit so that when the blessing comes, you will not just taste it, you will contain it. God is not giving you a drop, He is giving you a flood. That is why the wait was long, because the container had to be large enough. Michael says, I have guarded this promise. I fought battles you never saw. I drove away enemies you never knew. I cut chains you never touched. And now, I place the fruit of those battles into your hands. Do not underestimate what it cost heaven to deliver this blessing to you. That is why you must not treat it lightly. Beloved one, the good news will shake your surroundings. Some people will celebrate with you, others will envy you, and some will even distance themselves from you. Do not fear any of it. When God elevates, He also separates. Those who cannot walk with your blessing will fall away, and those meant to walk with you will be drawn closer. It is all part of the design. Your spirit may still whisper, but what if it does not happen? That is fear, not faith. That is the echo of old disappointments, not the sound of your future. Silence it now. Replace it with truth. Say to yourself, it will happen. It is happening. It belongs to me. Because words shape reality, and your confession is the key that turns the lock.